DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision. DC's #1 recording studio. Listen vision.
All right. Welcome to the Swerv Show.
What's
Look
up,
at
folks?
us. Oh, man, we are very colorful today. Oh, so it is Wednesday, November what? 16th?
13th.
Oops. Yes. Thanksgiving is coming, y'all. So
The last week, it's the last week of the month, right?
It's late this year.
It's late this year.
So it's after. Okay. Well, I got 2 more weeks before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Hallelujah. All right. So, of course, my name is Jamil Fletcher. I'm the publisher of Swerv Magazine. And to my left, I have Tony Nelson.
Hello.
Capital Pride led honoree. Do we still say that?
Yes, we do.
We can still say that. Sure. I'm very proud of that. Capital Pride honoree.
Then we have to my right, Yarde Noir, our editor at large.
What's up, folks?
Hey, y'all. We haven't seen you in a couple of weeks.
I know. Last week I was working. The week before, what was that?
Chilling. He's ditching us, but that's all right. We love him anyway.
No, last week actually I was working on the install, and I didn't finish in time.
I don't know what install means.
A weave.
It's
basically.
Ooh, a weave.
I was working on the install.
And of course, on the corner we've got Racine Pendaris. Hi, Racine.
Hi, Racing.
Salutations to
In
all.
red. In red. Okay. So, y'all, the November-December issue, the cover is ready to reveal, and we have it, ta-da, featuring Alfonso David, the new president of the Human Rights Campaign.
That's wonderful.
It's a great interview done by Clarence Fluker.
Oh,
and then
wow.
we wanted to recognize some extraordinary people in our community. You probably can't read that from here, can you?
Not at all.
You can.
We got a council member from Atlanta, Antonio Brown, Terry Lynn Carrington, the musical artist, Lisa Cunningham, the film producer in
Ravi
Atlanta.
Perry.
Erica Malung Cunho, she's a Brazilian transgender elected official. Zakia McKenzie. I call her Zakia McKenzie.
Zakia
McKenzie.
From
McKenzie,
Nations
AKA
Foundation.
Jamasia.
Jama-
Richard Peltzer.
Richard Peltzer.
Yes.
Ravi Perry, who is the new
Ravi.
chairperson for the Political Affairs Department at Howard.
Work. Okay.
Sheldon Scott, who's the director of culture at Eaton Hotel. And Darren Walker, that's the fierce boy, who's the president of the Ford Foundation.
Oh, work. Shawam.
So anyway,
I didn't know Terry Lynn Carrington was out.
She's never been in.
I don't know.
But
Well, I didn't think
she's
she
never
was in.
affirmed.
But she started.
She just lives in her truth.
She started a jazz. What is it? It's the Institute for Gender Equity in Jazz at Berkeley.
Now, this is just totally my assumption, but I kind of think that her and Diane Reeves are having an affair.
I'm not. Gonna
I've
say
seen
anything.
the two of them in the back
Well, because they've worked together.
No, they seem very close. I mean,
They seem very close.
I've seen them them interact. They seem
Well, I mean,
I would- I
sexuality is
think-
fluid. You
But
never
I think
know.
it'll be a fabulous
Oh
relationship.
my goodness, yes.
I think that'd be a beautiful relationship.
Anyway.
They're two amazing
Tony
artists.
Drew, my clever-
Speaking of artists, it is amazing singer-songwriter that just joined us Facebook Live, Robin Silk.
The legendary.
Yes, Robin Silk.
Robin
Oh,
Silk.
Robin, I need a video, Robin.
He's an amazing artist.
And Robin's brother, actually, we featured her brother is
No, Robin's a guy.
oh god.
Robin's
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
guy.
I'm thinking about Robin S. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is
my
another
blunder.
S. This is Robin.
Sorry,
Silk.
Robin.
And I see my
And JJ
freshman,
Tate, we love you.
my freshman college roommate is on, Anthony Drew. What's up, Tony? How you doing, man? Last time I saw him, he didn't age not one bit.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you.
Okay, that wasn't you. Anyway,
Oh, that wasn't for me. You said Anthony.
Shade.
Tony Drew. Anyway, so let's go to news, y'all. Impeachment hearings.
Finally, we're
I
here.
haven't seen anything. I don't have an image for that. But I missed it. What happened today? Did anybody see it?
Ambassador Taylor spoke, and he revealed that there was another phone conversation.
Another phone conversation?
Yes.
This one involved Rudy Giuliani.
Uh-huh.
He
The two goons were the two goons on the phone.
I think so.
Well,
The goo-
it was. He said it was a phone conversation that one of the assistants heard. It was a phone conversation that one of the assistants heard.
Right.
Overheard Donald Trump himself having a conversation and saying that they needed to go through Rudy Giuliani. So it's
and also asking for an update
Yeah,
of
asking
where
for
things
updates.
on
Right.
the investigation?
yes, and
Where,
this-
not the investigation. Where things stood with the quid pro quo, which I really want them to start calling
It's
calling the extortion and bribery,
right.
and then maybe we can start because people can say, oh, is
That's
this,
what they've been calling it.
Is quid pro quo is it illegal? Maybe not, but extortion and bribery is.
Are illegal, right? On
illegal,
paper,
yeah.
right. Fears. Okay, so who's testifying? Is it tomorrow or Friday? They've got a couple others.
They
right?
said the big one is going to be the woman. But if they get Bolton, they said Bolton is itching to test. He's not itching to test.
he
but
keeps
he's
saying that he's willing to come as long as the judge gives approval.
I think but I love the show The Young Turks, and they were asking, well, why don't he just go and speak? He clearly wants to tell what he knows, but he did work for the Bush administration, according to one of the gentlemen on the show.
Oh yeah, he's worked for several.
He's worked for the Bush administration, and for him to and the Bush administration had a policy that the president's word was the last word, regardless. So if he just goes against the president's word without a judge's decision, it would be kind of.
however,
I tell you, I
Which
still
is
have.
still
we were
silly.
talking about presidential presidents.
Well, I mean, he wasn't the.
Well, they was,
the
but they,
greatest.
but then they prefaced that when they said the president's word was the last word, they were meaning Dick Cheney, not George Bush.
Oh, shade.
Vice president.
And there you have it.
Well, keep your eyes on it. It's just going to get juicier, y'all. It's just going to get juicier.
Will they impeach? I think if Michael Bolton.
Well, I think they're going to impeach him. Now,
I mean,
the thing is,
will
the Senate
remove him?
No,
That's what I
probably
mean.
not.
It depends on how muddy it gets.
What we
come
I
up
don't
with.
think we should. I don't think we should give up.
Okay.
I think it could happen, and stranger things have happened.
You got that right. So anyway, okay. Let's go to the second item. The NIH has a new initiative around shared gene-based strategies around HIV and sickle cell disease. They're committing $100 million over the next couple of years.
All right.
And what's this about? I
So
don't know this.
what they're trying to do is really come up with a cure, and in all new transitions around a cure and a remedy for sickle cell disease and also HIV globally is to eradicate it throughout the world.
It has to be. They have to be on to.
And Trump has signed on to it. I don't know who convinced him, but he signed on to it. So the question is, how does this money get dispersed? And to be honest with you, I think this is the last hurrah for HIV and AIDS government funding. I think this is it.
Wow.
And what you don't, and if the problem's not solved, then they're going to come up with some pills to just keep you alive.
Well, they got those.
Yeah,
Well,
we
they
got
just said there's a new, stronger strand that has come out.
Are you kidding?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposed to be close to a vaccine. That's the last thing. But we'll keep our eyes on that. Another item, Stephen Reed has been elected mayor of Montgomery, Alabama. He's the first African-American.
Oh.
He's an Omega, too. He's kind of young, too. He was
Isn't that
a
a
judge
blessing?
in that community.
He looks 15.
Doesn't he?
He
Doesn't
does.
That might be a younger picture.
Yeah.
No, that's what he looks like now. He's very young looking.
Wow.
So
Congratulations.
Hey, y'all.
Maybe he can do some things.
He going to have to, right? Another
That's a blessing.
item, Bloomberg and Deval Patrick have now entered or contemplating entering the race. He's entered a couple of the primaries, or he's made himself available, but he hasn't officially.
Yeah,
gone.
he's kind of, teased about
I
it.
don't know why. And then Deval Patrick also.
Who is he?
He used to be governor of Massachusetts.
Right,
He's
right.
very popular. His name recognition is not low. I mean, it's sort of
More local
low
than it is national.
nationally, because he's been off the radar, going to make some money. But my thing is, you're not even ready for the Iowa prime caucuses.
Well, that's part of Bloomberg's whole strategy to skip all that. He wants to.
I don't know why Iowa's got to be first. I don't know.
I don't understand that whole thing.
And it's a
either.
caucus. It's not even an election. It's a
And
caucus.
Buttigieg is winning Iowa now.
Anybody can win that.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I'm just surprised that Buttigieg has somehow magically just gone up.
Oh,
I used to like.
Well, it's a caucus. If it's a caucus, and you got to get people there, and they got to vote live in real time.
His popularity has risen over the last. I used to like him when he first came out, but then not so much anymore.
I mean, he's a poor man's Beto O'Rourke, pretty much. They were basically.
He just seems like
smart.
He just seems like a gay Republican to me.
Yes.
I didn't know
did
that.
see Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. He's young. He's been a mayor of a small town. Give me a break. Now you're going to be president. Well, I guess Trump can be president.
He was the
Let me tell
mayor
you.
of a of what do you call it, reality show. So
Pretty much.
Anytime Donald Trump can become president,
Right.
it just lowered the bar on the whole
So we'll see.
did it lower it? Oh my God!
All right. So y'all, last, an initiative that our one and only friend Michelle Obama has launched called "When We All Vote," and I have a clip, the video clip of
amazing.
it. Can we show that? And
Last year, we went big. Millions of new voters made their voices heard for the first time. Now the stakes are even higher. That's why I've been reaching out to some friends to expand my voting squad for the year ahead.
It all starts with you. You're the only person
that could have that conversation
with your family and your friends.
and your girlfriends.
And even with your community.
to get them registered and ready to vote.
Or just send them a text or slide into their DMs and say, yo, you up? Good, because you need a squad up.
We need you.
To draft your own championship voting squad.
It's up to you to change the game.
Because when we squad up,
When we make our voices heard,
when we all vote,
When we
all vote,
we can change the world.
head to whenweallvote.org.
to get started.
Let's get to work. Join us. Last
Can I
I think
just
we're gonna join.
can I
think
just
I'm gonna
start off?
I'm gonna join.
that I am living for this al natural hair texture that her and Carrie are giving, and you have to understand like how huge, like it is. Like she's out of office, so she's like,
The black
okay.
people wear natural hair.
No. But you have to understand, like for people who work in politics, it is almost like going against the grain to wear natural hair. So this is like huge for her to do this whole campaign with this natural hair.
To the mic. You're not speaking to the
I
mic.
am living.
All right. But what about the campaign? The
Oh,
vote-
the campaign is everything. I live. But I'm living for this
thought
hair
we're supposed to be
situation.
voting.
I'm living for this
You
hair
gotta give
situation.
people to
It's
vote.
not about her hair. What's that song?
I am not my
I'm gonna
hair.
register
I
for
think
that.
I'm gonna register too.
And then
think
maybe
we all
see if we
should.
can do Swerv.
It's all about.
Let's
It's called.
get out the
It's
vote.
all about the vote. Dot.
Yeah,
we
we
gotta
use the
vote.
hashtag when we all vote.
We got to get out and vote for real this
We have
time.
to make sure we're getting everyone out.
This is
to
going to
vote.
be one tight presidential election.
You think it's gonna be tight?
I think so. It's
I
going to come
don't.
down to a few little cities.
I don't.
Okay.
I really don't.
Did you not see Trump's standing ovation at the Alabama LSU game?
Well, it's Alabama.
Did you see his
I
boo at
know.
the
I mean, like,
Did you
really?
see his two boos?
Where? Here.
He got one here, and he went.
Was it New York?
New York.
New
Yeah,
York
New
was
York.
he got
He got a boo in New
applause
York.
as well. I mean, they gave him a roaring standing ovation at the biggest college football game in the country in Alabama against LSU.
They were in Alabama.
Yeah, but all the players were black.
They were in Alabama.
Anyway, so it ain't gonna be easy, that's for sure. So
Well, I don't think it's gonna be easy either. I think that we all got hoodwinked by these quote unquote polls that they had last year. So I mean,
no, our people didn't vote. Well, black women voted, but black folks didn't vote. Youth didn't vote.
Wait a minute. But please let's not just hang that on black folks.
Say that.
White women voted for Trump.
How you
Women
doing?
voted for Trump.
White women
but if
turned
we
on
had
their own.
voted in the number,
We could have
record numbers,
balanced
we
that
would've-
out. That's
that would have been
true.
done. That would have been
That is
done.
true,
And
but-
the Latino community
But
didn't
the
vote.
white women turned on.
They did.
Not saying that you have to vote, but I mean for whatever. But how could you vote for a man who had
Who grabs pussy?
Who's gonna grab him by the pussy?
How could you do that? I that is something that will always
Stick with you.
baffle
And
me.
you know what's funny is it's the evangelical community.
Hmm.
That's who he is, like a 80-90% approval.
And he
rating
just
with.
hired Paula White, who's his.
She's crazy.
He gave her a position in the White House, and that is a conflict of state, and
Ain't that a mess?
it's
She's
so many conflicts.
She's the
on
queen
so
of
many levels.
prosperity ministries.
Child, girl,
And I'm gonna leave that right there.
girl.
Okay. All right. Well, we're a little ahead of schedule, which is good. So, well,
Hey, Shaquita.
let's go to what's hot. Let's
Please go to
what's hot.
Shaquita Lee's new brunch.
Oh, she's
Oh,
got
when
a
is
new
that?
brunch?
An amazing
Where
Yeah,
is
brunch
that?
she's
that
launched it
started.
over on Pennsylvania Avenue.
Where?
It's called BYOB. You bring your own bag,
Booze? Oh.
but your
Bring
own
your own
booze or
bag.
and the food is phenomenal. It has been
Where?
very
I haven't seen
successful.
that. Wait, is there a flyer?
Please-
Right.
Yes,
Send
it
us a
is.
flyer.
It's several flyers.
It's several
Send us a
flyers, and
flyer,
she's been
Shaquita.
pumping it up, and it's over by
It's in the southeast area. in
over right
Washington,
next to
D.C.
the fireplace, the fire station, right over
So please support
Pennsylvania
our
Avenue.
amazing Shaquita Lee.
I don't know where that is. Well,
queen
send us a
of
flyer.
everything.
We'll post it. That's in D.C., y'all. It's
not
in
far
DC,
from
y'all.
J.
Support all
Hoover's
of the
house.
brunches if you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's go to what's hot.
Okay,
Right after
congratulations.
you pass up Potomac Avenue, going straight up
Okay,
towards
Potomac Avenue.
yeah, going straight up Pennsylvania Avenue as Pennsylvania Avenue's going up the hill into southeast. where, like,
Shaquita, if you're following
Hoover
us
House.
live, put the information in.
Yes,
our
send it
feed.
to
Please,
us.
congratulations,
Send it
Shaquita.
in our
Check
feed
it out.
so we can
Is it on
people
Sunday?
know.
Sunday brunch?
Saturday to Sunday.
Saturday.
It's Saturday
You
and
knew she was
Sunday.
gonna bounce back. We all
All right,
hope
good for
for it.
her. Good for her.
Soon, Shaquita for president.
Why not? I'm here for it.
All right, so what's hot? You ready? Mm-hmm. Guess what we got, Tony? Look,
What's that?
a flyer.
Oh, bless it.
Yes. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to me.
Yes.
Yes.
November 24th.
Is that's not your official day of your
December
birthday? That's-
9th.
No, but
Yeah,
but Mr. We are only at Mr. Henry's on the fourth Sunday, and I'd rather have a celebration before my birthday. than
So we have to
after.
book. You said we got to book our table now? Reserved?
It's promising to be pretty crowded, so it's probably best to reach out to Ms. Strange or
Yes.
pay me in advance, and then I can put your name on the table.
Is
Okay.
there,
Strange, I'll
is there
be
a
hitting you up.
PayPal, Cash App, something?
You can cash
something?
at me. And
Okay.
just give me your names of people going to be at your table,
Okay.
and I'll make
Okay.
sure Strange
And how many people at the table?
how many you want?
I don't know.
You can do a table of four.
Are y'all
Table of
going?
four.
Well, you already
Yes,
had a
I'm
table,
planning.
right?
We're planning to
Are
get.
you
I'm planning to
going,
get a table of
Rasheed?
4.
I'm going to check my schedule. I think I am here.
Yeah, it's
I
gonna
think
be a
I
lot.
am
It's
here.
gonna be a
That's
lot.
the
of,
weekend of Thanksgiving, isn't it?
the weekend
No,
before.
week before.
Week before, right?
But,
got you.
but real quick, since we tell them what's hot, because that weekend gonna be there that Sunday at Lipstick Review, 8 o'clock. If you have a table, get there by 7 o'clock because
Amen.
the restaurant will turn your table over because
Oh.
it is a restaurant. They,
Yeah, it is.
they're
Right,
selling food,
right.
so they can't hold tables but so long.
Right.
So just FYI.
So you don't pay in advance, no reservation fee.
Well, you pay for the table in advance, but if you lose your table, that's the rule of paying your
That's
table
on
in
you.
advance. That's why
Okay.
I'm telling that. But also on that Saturday, I'll be in Richmond hosting Alvion's birthday party.
Alvion,
I do
oh,
it every year.
Davenport.
Yeah.
And she's turning 35, her African theme. So
Oh,
if
you're talking about Miss Avalon. I thought
Miss
you were talking-
Alvion, yeah,
Alvion.
Arnell Davenport.
She's the current
Oh, the
reigning
diva.
Miss Duval.
I thought you
Okay.
said Avalon.
Plus.
Miss Duval Plus. I'm sorry.
and that's
Yes.
going to be on Saturday, and then coming back
Saturday,
on
November 23rd.
3rd,
Mhm.
I'll be there, and then coming back on the 1st, I'm going to be in at Ziegfeld's this Friday, and we have coming from Atlanta, Georgia, the fabulous Tasia LaBelle Thomas is going to be our special guest.
That's
and
this.
That's this Friday.
This Friday.
This
That's
Friday.
By the way,
that's
today
this Friday
is-
coming up.
today
And
is-
Tasia is a dancing
Okay.
diva.
Yes.
I mean to the 10th power. So you might want to come out and check that out. It should be
And
lots
by the
of
way,
fun.
today is Daryl Wilson's birthday.
Oh,
Happy
is it?
birthday,
Happy
Happy
Daryl
birthday,
Wilson.
young man. All right.
Shanice Kingsbury is following us. We love you, our beloved.
Hey, Auntie.
Okay. Well, let's keep it
Hey,
moving.
Gemini, you should come by my birthday party, Gemini.
Gemini. Let's do it. Okay. All right. Now we got Racine. You got a new show, new one-on-one thing coming up, huh?
I do.
Let's see. Do we have a slide for that? Kapow. And
Team Racine presents Tell Racine one-on-one interviews. New episodes premiere starting January 2019,
You
January
better.
2020, and February 2020.
I am so
you
here
can
for
follow us courtesy of Team Racine. Also, Team Racine has now launched our YouTube channel.
Yes.
Please follow us on our YouTube, Team Racine. That's Team Racine YouTube channel. Please follow that. You know, it's been a wonderful ride. It's been an amazing journey. We just had our season finale of the Ask Racine show, and we have some amazing things lined up for 2020. If you'd like to be a part of the 9th season, please reach out to us. We're looking for performers, sponsors, and vendors at askracine@gmail.com or askracine.com. We're also looking for musicians, wonderful musicians to connect with us. Please follow us and go to teamracine@gmail.com or at Team Racine. I'm back in the studio. I'm working on a project with someone for 2020. Look for that. I'm a guest vocalist on it.
guess what?
Vocalist.
Guest vocalist.
You doing oohs and ahs?
It doesn't matter. I'm there. So, you know, it's just been an amazing ride. So,
So where is the one-on-one interview? Is that going to be on the channel?
You go to the channel and they'll be on.
They'll be uploaded.
Social media. They'll be uploaded starting in
good for
December.
you.
So please,
I'm excited for you.
You got any guests lined up?
We
yet?
I've already done the interviews. It's several amazing artists throughout the country. So please look for those. We're doing more with other artists, one-on-ones with just a wonderful. I've had a wonderful experience, amazing experience. This has been an amazing ride. This show has been amazing, and I thank everyone for tuning in and following us and supporting
Well,
us.
congratulations! I can't wait to see it.
Also, I will be featured in the City Paper as one of 20 interesting people in Washington, D.C. That issue will be on newsstands, I do believe, November 21st.
Okay.
So please look for it. I'll post it on all forms of social media. And there are
Interesting. What do they mean by interesting?
Intriguing.
It means
Interesting.
that I've earned that right to be interesting. But and the work that I do and the stuff that I'm involved with in all my upcoming events. So and Team Racine, shout out to Czar,
Hey, Czar.
Nikki, Chocolate, Kilios, and so many amazing people, and all of our volunteers for lifting us up, all our photographers, our performers, our singers, our dancers throughout this year. Thank you for taking this ride with me, and we're going on to other things. And look for more things are happening in
All right.
2020. I will be announcing more as that comes. I'm working on several other projects.
When are you doing your movie?
I am working on a documentary as we speak.
I know that's right. I know that's
So,
right.
I am so here for all of this.
I have also just finished 2 other films. So I'm working on a documentary that will be following me throughout my life, throughout a year. So look for all those other amazing things. I will keep everyone posted. Please go to askracine@gmail.com, askracine.com, Team Racine. Follow our YouTube, Team Racine channel. And remember, you can follow me at RAYCEEN. I'm the queen of the shameless plug.
The queen of the shameless plug. I live.
All right, okay.
I am so here for all of this.
Racine is busy. He's going to be busy. Well, congratulations. I can't wait to see this. You're gonna be doing
And
one-on-one.
please, there is an amazing project. If anyone, I'd love to have a conversation about these 3 films on Netflix called Burning Cane, American Son, and My Name is Dolomite. So you tell me what you think
Yeah,
about that. Hit me
we
up
ran
on
the
some-
trailers for Dolomite.
Yeah, so
but
hit
I haven't
me up.
seen it.
American
Yeah.
Son, I've seen the advertisements
Oh,
on
my God.
That's
on
it's
Netflix.
Kerry
It's
Washington
on my list.
and that. Is that the one?
It's on my list.
It is it speaks to what young black men are going through today. It's based on a play, and they use the whole entire cast, and they filmed it. Please see it. It is if
play's on
you
Broadway
either
now,
like
right?
it or hate it. Just got off of Broadway. You're going to either like it or hate it, but it will make you.
I'm excited about it.
American Son.
Yeah,
right.
but- yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
All right,
Kerry
we'll give a
Washington.
plug for that. All right. Well, I wish I would have found the trailer. I would have showed that. Okay, y'all. Another thing that's hot. Robin Crawford was on the Today Show. So I don't know. Does she have a book?
Baby,
out or something?
yes.
So the book. It's a book out. I couldn't catch. So she's come clean that they had a physical relationship.
What she does is finally she has revealed some of the things that we already knew, but she has actually confirmed it, and she was on the Wendy Williams show to talk about it. And
Wendy Williams.
She
talking
confronted
about Whitney.
She confronted.
I got my life.
I got my life too.
She's been on everything.
I just saw her. I just saw the Today Show clip. I didn't see her on Wendy.
Oh, she was on Wendy. That's when I knew. Baby.
So what is she saying? What's the
They
deal?
had
She
a
just saying that
relationship,
they were,
but they never defined it as being.
Yeah.
but it
like-
was physical because
Yes.
Craig Melvin talked about.
Yeah, she did
being
say that, but she
physical.
said, but they never defined themselves
right.
as lesbians per se. But didn't the mothers kind of said that too? But she said, I just don't. She basically said it.
She don't like that
She
Robin
don't-
chick.
Right. She didn't. But Robin was keeping her on the straight and narrow.
Right.
They said some. I can't remember who it was, but someone
Diane
famous.
Warren just read
Diane Warren said if she had stayed with Robin,
Yes.
Whitney Houston would be alive.
Still
Well, they
alive.
said that they actually said that in the documentary, and they said in
Everyone
the
said that.
"Can I Be Me" documentary, all the people that worked behind the scenes that was in the band, and they said when Robin left, that's when everything went downhill. And had Robin not left, they don't think that things would have fell out.
Sure.
They did.
That's terrible.
Yeah, I mean, she would have. I mean, it was just, and her during the interview, she was still protective.
Very protective.
Very protective.
Very
and
protective.
She chose her words
Very wisely,
carefully.
yeah.
And she did not want to make it all about sex.
Right.
She wanted to make it about love and the fact that she still loves her and she will always love her. And I think it is. I will always love you. Think how about
Right.
that? And it was just. She was. You could tell she was very nervous, and you could tell she was like thinking about everything she said. Everything was calculated on how she was saying
Which
it.
interview?
The one with Whitney Williams.
Okay,
Wendy
I didn't
Williams.
see that one. I have to look for
I
that
will
one.
tell you this. One thing I've respected about her is that through this long period of time when people had everything to say, she kept her mouth mum. And I am so glad that she decided to put it in a book, sell it, make her coin.
So the book is coming out. Okay, we have to look
Make
for
your
that.
coin.
Oh,
Make your coin.
All right, we'll have to look for that.
I'm here for it. And I agree with Racine. You can tell there's so much love there. There's still love there. And then she is very, very protective.
She's very handsome.
Of,
Yeah, she is.
Yeah,
And at this
she's
point-
married and she has children.
Yeah, Robin has nothing to lose.
She doesn't.
right.
And the fact that she did it in a way that was respectful.
She's
She
married-
didn't jump
she's
all
married
over the
to a
money
To a
train.
woman.
To a woman,
Yeah.
right.
Mhm.
And
She's
she
married to a
was
woman.
like-
Yeah.
She did it well. And to going back, I love my team. They just posted the information, Team Racine, on YouTube. Thank you, Czar, for posting that. And I really appreciate that. And we want to reach 100 viewers. So please, everybody on Facebook Live, please go to Team Racine on YouTube and like it.
Okay.
I ain't never mad. Get your total life.
You want to say it again? No.
Yes.
Like and share. Like
All right.
and share.
I want 100 viewers.
All right. Another-
Basically, she wants you to subscribe. Go to the click
and
subscribe in the
subscribe.
corner.
All right, another hot item, y'all. John Legend is what? The sexiest man
Sexiest
alive.
Man Alive and
Do we
People
have that?
Magazine. I saw that.
I got a chuckle out of that. It's an interesting
He's very
little.
handsome. in
Yeah,
a
I mean, he's just
boyish
as
way.
handsome as anybody,
He's very
sexy as
handsome.
anyone else. You know.
I'd give it to him. I mean, I would give him that title. I'm sorry.
You'd give it to him.
You know, I met him twice on two separate
I
occasions.
have too.
And the first occasion, he was very young and a new artist, and no one knew him. He was sitting at Union Station, and I walked over to him and I said, "Young man, you're John Legend." And he said, "Oh my God, you recognize who I am?" He was very nice and extremely, very, very polite. You know, he treated me like he was talking to his grandmother.
He come from
Then-
good stock.
Then I ran into him as he became John Legend. And he was nice to me, but he was a little standoffish to other people.
Yeah, I mean, I've heard mixed reviews on him.
Yeah.
But he's
in
an
terms of his
amazing
response.
artist.
Yeah.
I've met
I've
him.
seen him twice
I met
live.
him running
Phenomenal.
through Central Park.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't meet, but then I saw him when he came to the Kennedy Center and did the Marvin Gaye "What's Going On." With the Symphony
Roots.
Orchestra.
Was it with the Roots?
Yeah, and his wife. That's when his wife Chrissy Teigen
Teigen.
They had just gotten together,
Oh.
and she literally. I mean, I'm not kidding. She literally sat right here next to me, and I kept looking. I said, "She looks familiar." Michael Bell said, "That's Chrissy Teigen, you idiot!" And I was like, "I don't know."
I live for her. She's the Kiki.
Yeah, she is the Kiki.
But I tell you what,
Kiki.
every time I see him, I want to say, "Hey, girl."
I honestly and truthfully see him as like. I know people will probably look at me sideways, but I see him as this generation's like Frank Sinatra. I see him. He gives me that.
Well, I tell you,
that.
he is the youngest EGOT. So
Is he?
yes, he is.
He's an EGOT?
Yes, he is. EGOT.
EGOT. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Right, because he got the Oscar,
He got the
for
Oscar
the
for
Selma.
Selma.
He got 5. He got
Everything.
all 5. All of them.
What Tony did he get?
He got a Tony for. He just got the Tony.
Was it Jesus Christ? No, it wasn't Jesus Christ Superstar, was
Maybe
it?
he just did because I know Whoopi Goldberg announced it on.
Yeah,
her
he's
show.
he's the youngest EGOT.
Yeah.
Wow.
Somebody look that up and let us know. But the Tony is the last thing he got.
If
And
you find out what he said, please post it.
I like his version of "Baby It's Cold Outside." Jasmine Blue was on it. She was reading it online. It's so funny. She just popped in and said, "Good evening." She was reading it online because it's so politically.
Reading what online?
You know, he rewrote "Baby It's Cold Outside" because you know it had gotten so much flack from the Me Too movement.
And I truly never understood that.
Well, the song does talk about. What's in my drink? What did you put in my drink and stuff like that? But you know, it's a bit much. But
You know what? I never thought of it that way. I always thought it was such a...
I never thought of it that way either.
I thought it was like a holiday.
But he
winter
rewrote
song.
it and recorded it with and it is Jesus Christ Superstar. But he rewrote it and recorded it with Kelly Clarkson.
Hey, Ernest. Really?
And I like it.
I love Kelly Clarkson.
That was a smart
I'm
move.
here for it.
I like the song. And the lyrics are cute.
Oh, I bet that's cute.
He's trying to send her home in the cab and stuff.
Oh,
that's
kinda, different.
She's kind of wanting to stay.
They have a video for it?
I don't know, but
Lyrically.
I know the song's out. Lyrically.
Oh, I love it.
I'm going to have to go get me some.
Yeah.
Kudos to... I just think that John Legend is just adorable.
Yeah, he's trying
I think he can't do any wrong. Go ahead, young man.
I wouldn't say do any
Live in
wrong,
your
but
truth.
I'm happy for him. I want to see who else they thought was sexy.
I will tell you
He's
this. He's
talented.
been quite smart with separating himself from Kanye.
He did that years ago.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like
I didn't know he and Kanye had.
Him and Kanye, when he first came out, they
sort
were
of
like,
discovered. He put him on. Yeah,
That's
Remember
true.
that?
I do
Hey,
remember.
yeah, hey, yeah.
I do remember. I remember.
And he tiptoed his way to the side.
All right, y'all. So I got another item that's hot. It's a new movie
Hi,
coming
Diamond
out.
Friends.
I don't know if it's out yet. Queen and Slim.
It's out in selected theaters.
Is it? Well, let's run that trailer. We ran it once before. Let's run that
It's
trailer.
amazing.
Can I ask you something? What took you so long to respond to me?
I didn't feel like being alone. Not tonight.
So you turned to Tinder. What made you pick me?
I liked your picture. You had this sad look on your face. I felt sorry for you.
Damn.
You made a playlist? That's cute.
Don't go through my phone. So what happens tonight?
You're gonna drop me off and then you'll go home, I guess.
Oh.
Did you think we were gonna have sex?
Nah. No.
You failed to execute a turn signal back there.
Oh, my bad.
Step out of the vehicle.
Can I ask why, officer?
No, you may not.
Put your hands on your head and get on the ground now.
Are you serious?
Get on the ground!
Why is he under arrest?
Get back in the car!
I am an attorney.
Jill,
I'm
just
reaching
chill.
for my cell phone.
What if God wanted me to die and I messed up his plan?
I don't think that's what he wanted.
Hey, is this y'all?
We have to go now.
It's all over the news.
I support what y'all doing.
It was self-defense.
Power to the people.
187, 2 young suspects.
Yeah, we didn't know Black Bonnie and Clyde. How you gonna outrun the police?
We hide in plain sight.
You like this?
I don't know yet.
Don't worry, you're safe here.
It's an honor to meet y'all. Y'all really gave us something to believe in. I'm tired of playing it safe. I I want to ride or die. As long as my lady remembers me fondly, it's all I need.
Thank you for this journey, no matter how it ends.
All right. That looks amazing.
I want to talk about, that was India Moore in there.
India Moore
from Pose, who was also on the cover of Elle.
But real quick, John Legend got the Tony for Jitney.
Oh.
Jitney.
Oh, he was in Jitney?
He produced it.
Oh, he produced it.
Oh.
You better work, John.
All right, go ahead, John.
You better get it, John.
Yes. Well, y'all, what do y'all think? That film looks amazing.
Oh, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I want to see it. I mean,
I love that actor.
Leah, I love her.
I'm talking about the guy. What's his name?
From Moonlighting?
Yes.
Not Moonlight. He was from Moonlight.
From Panther.
But he was
Get
from
Get Out.
Get Out.
Yeah. Yeah, he's Daniel something is his name or something.
If anybody can think of the actor, please
His last name starts with a K.
And the young lady, she's on the cover of Essence this month. She's gorgeous. I think she's a newcomer. And this is Lena Waithe's project. So
yeah, she's so amazing.
But I haven't seen it. And I live in a black area. It's not playing in the black theaters.
No, it's in limited release, but it'll go wide.
It's not a Magic Johnson.
We need to see more movies like this. I mean,
what do y'all think about? Did y'all talk about this Harriet film?
I'm hearing mixed reviews.
I've seen it. I give it
let's talk about it.
3.
3 out of a 4?
Out of 10.
Oh.
Why so low?
I didn't like her in the role. It was like a poor man's made-for-TV movie.
Everyone who I talked to, like my coworkers were saying how great it was, but they felt like they said the same thing. She was not. She was too gloss. She was too glamorous.
Well, the whole thing was too. It was slavery, y'all. The whole thing. Everybody looked too good.
Well, they said they took a lot of liberties with inventing characters that were not fictional.
Well,
I mean, that were not.
They tend to do that.
More fictional.
They combined to tell the story, but it was like I don't know. It just didn't have the level of authenticity and the drama. It wasn't like Birth of a Nation was.
A story like that.
The Nat Turner story.
It feels like a story like that you need to see more of the grit of it. And that's what I meant when I saw it. I said, it looks a little slick to me.
It did look slick.
And I love, and what I tell only a few people know this. My dream was to be a history teacher. I love history.
It's not too late.
No, it's not. And I'm thinking about doing it. I love history. And so I'm a little disappointed because I knew a lot of it was fictionalized, and you could tell a story with authenticity, and it'd be well done. I went to see the movie Midway.
Midway.
I've never seen that.
It's about the battle of Midway with the Americans versus the Japanese out of Pearl Harbor. And that story was pretty accurate based on the history of it that I know. It was so well done.
But the look and feel of it was...
Well, it looked Hollywood, but they didn't fictionalize it that much. Of course, they had to fill in blanks and.
Well, I'm gonna see Harriet for myself.
I want to see it for myself too.
And I'd like to weigh in on it. So it's always the one good thing about social media. People have great discussions about films, and that's important.
Yeah,
that our stories matter. I think it's really hard.
It is important.
Cicely Tyson's TV series was much better.
Real quick, his name is Daniel Kaluuya.
Yeah, Daniel
Kaluuya. Thank you, Gemini. Gemini came through 2 and 2.
And it's funny because after I saw the premiere, I mentioned that to people. I said, "Oh, Cicely Tyson was better," and they were like, "When did she do that?"
She did it years ago.
But it was she was so powerful. Yeah. I still remember it today.
I just don't, and I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, I think Cynthia Erivo is very talented.
She is.
I think
her acting needs a little.
I think they could. I don't think she's strong enough of an actress from The Color Purple. I haven't seen her anything else.
Well, you also too. I mean, before she came here to do The Color Purple, you also have to understand that she did The Color Purple overseas in Europe, and so she was a Broadway actress in Europe.
Right, she's a stage actress,
before she came here.
And
so she had a resume before she got here. So
her resume is impeccable.
I think her resume is impeccable. And I think she's impeccably talented. But I personally thought that there are actresses that
could have brought it to life,
that are more invested in that story and that movement that probably should have done it. They should have. I just didn't think she was the right pick. And it was just something like my brother was like, it's something about her with that hat cocked to the side on that flyer that I'm just not buying.
And she mumbles a lot in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, it's like, girl, speak up. I can barely hear you. I was like, where's the Southern accent?
Oh, wow. So, I mean, you know, I feel...
Right, where's the dialect?
You know, I'll just say this. Please support our films. Please go see them.
Yeah,
and
everybody was in it.
Discussions afterwards. I think it always, in talking about our films...
And I heard the historians are like,
we should support our films, but we should be honest in discussion.
In that part.
Yeah.
And have great discussion.
I know Racine had brought up a couple of weeks ago, which... You know, people have been having discussions about it. I finally began to watch David Makes Man. Oh my!
Oh
God.
no, I still haven't seen. Well, I saw one part of it.
It's layers. The
brilliantly written. Oh
layers.
Well, Terrell.
Oh my God!
It's Terrell McCraney's project.
It is brilliantly written. It is so layered. And it's so layered, and it's so real, and it's so.
How is it the same story as Moonlight? I mean, is it a different story?
No, different story.
Great writer.
Yeah, he is a great writer.
We had a really good comment. Jasmine Blue says it bothers me that people didn't want her to play Harriet because she's not African American. Is that the reason why we didn't want her to play
because she was a British actress?
That's not
my thing was I just didn't think she was the best person for
my reason is not that she's not African American. My reason is I don't think she has not lived enough to understand what that role is. I think a more mature and more seasoned actress. It's almost like when you get and this is my snobbery coming out. It's like when you get like an R&B singer that decides that they want to sing jazz, and it's just not right. And because people think that jazz is such an easy thing to do, it is not.
It's nuanced.
It's nuanced, exactly. And so it always to me comes across like. You're not
like I love Shaka Khan. I don't like her singing jazz as much as I like Nina Freeline or Diane Reeves singing.
Right. Nina Freeline.
I like her, but she's not a jazz singer.
And you
not
know
your
who
lane.
I just recently got turned on by you was the young lady who you told me, the young black lady
Cecile
who was the fabulous
Cecile
glasses.
McLaurin.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
We've shown several of her videos.
Yeah. I didn't get into her until just recently.
I saw her live. Her voice sounds like a bell.
Thank you, Diamond. You are amazing. We appreciate you watching.
But speaking of, are y'all here for Jennifer Hudson playing Aretha Franklin?
I'm actually.
I think that's perfect.
I'm actually looking
Have you
forward
seen
to
the
that.
clips?
They've already started filming?
They've been putting out clips.
Tony, go ahead.
And Patti LaBelle is her.
What?
Patti LaBelle is mentoring her through the movie.
Telling her stories. Helping
her understand the stories.
What it was like to perform on a Chitlin circuit.
Who's producing the film?
I don't know.
Because our legends have been failed.
Well, Marlon,
the James Brown film was
I'm sorry, I'm going to say it. I'm not a Jennifer Hudson fan.
Well, I mean, she's talented. She's a talented actress too. To me,
did you
I think
see
she
her
in
the
She's a talented vocalist.
Did you see her
I think
in
she has the right material
film where she played the mother of the young black boy?
No, I never saw that.
It was a very low,
something slim, was it?
Oh my goodness,
Yeah,
it was
I remember
amazing.
that.
It was amazing. It's like the one film to me that people overlook in her repertoire.
Well, what happened to the Winnie Mandela film?
I thought that dropped. I never watched.
They didn't really.
That's what I'm saying. What happened to it?
And Teresa's reminded.
And
Teresa's reminded us. I think she said this a minute ago that Jennifer Hudson's playing exactly. I think Jennifer Hudson will be fine in the role. Mm-hmm. We'll have to see. She's going to have to.
The bar is set. I mean, it's
a high bar.
It's going to be hard. It's going to be hard.
I want them to bring it. We got to do it at that level of excellence.
And Aretha Franklin is one of those vocalists because she was so far, and even Patti LaBelle said this the other night, she was so far ahead of most musicians and most singers that even now when you hear other people singing her song, that's when you realize how great she was. Mm-hmm. Because she didn't really do a whole lot. It's almost what she didn't do, but what she can do. And so Jennifer Hudson to me is not that type of vocalist. She's more of a
I'm gonna scream
I'm
to the
knock
highest.
you out the block.
but
one lane.
But she has gotten better because when she first came out, it was about let me lay everything on the table, and now she's brought it back. She's not as she doesn't feel like she has to put a run in everything. Single thing.
Right.
She doesn't have to have to show you everything in one verse.
Oh, that's maturing as an artist.
And so I'm hoping. I'm hopeful, and that's what and that's what I loved about Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston's voice.
Yes.
It was. I mean, there was so many little nuances in that voice that you just be like, "What did you?
Did you just? Yeah, exactly."
But Whitney was a singer, and she was
she
what
was a singer.
singers
It was an
enjoyed
instrument.
hearing. The tone and the richness and the lushness of, and like you say, the nuances, what she did and what she didn't do.
Yes.
So I'm holding out. Jasmine Blue said Jennifer Hudson is much better now.
But the movie should be great.
And
I just hope
holding
that
out.
I hope it's got a significant budget and the right producers.
And you said it right. It's going to depend on the director
And the writers.
budget. I kind of want.
Tyler's not doing it, is he?
I hope not.
No.
I was a little disappointed because I kind of.
But I think it might be shot on his
his studio, everything's
gonna be shot
everything's
on
on
the
his
thing.
studio.
Right.
I kind of want to see Fantasia play that part. I did.
I don't think she has the
I didn't see
acting
that.
chops for it.
I don't know.
That's the
and
thing.
the shade is that I'm a diehard. Like anybody knows me knows that I'm a diehard Tasia. I'm a Tasia fan. But no, I think that this is right. I think Jennifer Hudson playing her is right.
But who's producing it? And who's the director? That's what we need to know.
Aretha Franklin wanted her to do it.
Okay.
I would have liked to see.
Initially, she said Halle
Halle
Berry.
Berry.
Remember that?
Halle Berry.
Yes, I remember
and Halle
that.
said,
I think she looks like me.
But speaking of Halle Berry, has anybody ever seen the film Frankie and Johnny? I mean Frankie and Alice.
I have.
No,
I
I've
loved
never
it.
seen that.
I loved it. I think it was the best film she's ever done.
Oh wow!
And I highly recommend it. Frankie and Alice. That's what she should have won the Academy Award for.
Was it a mental health issue?
Yeah, it was a mental health.
Right. Yeah.
And split personalities. It was amazing.
Speaking of multiple personalities, we're gonna throw a throwback. Diana Ross. You know, I live for her as
And Out of Darkness.
There it is.
With Brandy, the one with Brandy.
No. This is a made.
This is the one she won an Emmy for.
She won an Emmy for she played a woman with 7 different personalities.
Yeah.
And I have said,
when was that?
Back in
the
early
80s,
90s,
made
late 80s,
for
early
television
90s.
film.
Jasmine found out when that movie came out.
And I
it was in the 80s.
I talk about that movie because I've always said that I'd rather see Diana Ross act than to sing any day.
I like her voice.
Well, I'm going to see Diana Ross on my birthday
I think
at the Kennedy Center.
I think
I'm so
the voice.
excited.
I think I'm
with my good girlfriend Chuck.
I'm gonna put this on the line. I think Diana Ross was one of the most underrated vocalists. Her voice was perfect.
She has a pretty voice.
It was perfect for what she was doing. It was
for crossover.
Well, I don't want to even say crossover because I think Motown songs. I mean, that's what he envisioned. But those Motown songs were so much more. Those Motown songs they were like the blueprint to people's lives.
It were.
And her voice, if you go back and listen to all the songs that those women, she was the best of them all as far as
she's the most refined.
Yeah. And
well, I mean, they wrote songs around her voice.
But like Martha and them, they were just kind of they sang.
Yeah, and she was polished.
Diana was her voice was definitely more refined.
Thank you, Teresa. Harvey Mason Jr. is the producer.
Thank you, Teresa.
And
it
the
came
movie
out
came
in
out in
1994.
That's Harvey Mason's son, the drummer.
Right.
Yeah, okay. All
right. So I enjoy.
I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed.
But you know what I love about Diana Ross? At 75, her voice sounds amazing.
Oh, she sounds great.
Her voice.
A couple years ago.
You think about her contemporaries.
She knows what she's doing.
Well,
thank you, Teresa. Teresa said that Harvey Mason Jr. also produced Straight Outta Compton.
He sure did.
Okay. I could see.
And he did a good job with that. It was good.
Ice Cube and them we're not having you doing a mediocre job.
I'm gonna go back out on a limb again about Diana Ross. I tell you what, at 75 years old, when we saw her at Wolf Trap, her daughter opened up for her, and her daughter sounded god awful.
She was here this week.
That daughter is god awful. She is god awful. I mean, she was trying to
jazz, right? That she sings.
She was trying to sing "Drolling in the Deep."
Oh,
Deep. That's how I was like, what the hell? I was, but she sound. The thing is,
but if you hear her sing jazz, she's really good.
But you know who reminds me of Diana Ross a little bit is Shantae Moore. Her tone is very similar
to Diana
Ross. Go listen to it. When someone told me, I said, "Oh no,
I gotta go listen to that.
Go listen to them."
Shantae Moore is just,
but it's their tone. It's their tone. I'm telling you,
to me embodies a
She's
young
great-
Minnie and a young
She
Denise
is
Williams.
a great
Now-
but yet
now-
her own.
Now that I've put Diana Ross's name on that, go
But she
listen
does
to
a-
it. You're
a
gonna be
nice
like-
I can see
version
what
of
you were
Guess Who I
saying.
Saw
I can
Today.
see
You're
what
gonna be
you're
like,
saying.
oh,
Guess
I
Who I
hear,
Saw
I hear
They
the
have the
tone.
same sweet tone
That's right.
to it.
That's right. And some of
I'm going to
her-
listen to it. I'm going to go back and
We
listen
gonna
to
go
I'ma
listen
tell
to
y'all.
that.
Because
We're
when
gonna
someone
go
said
follow
that,
up on
a
that.
friend of
I'ma tell
mine,
y'all.
friend of mine said it to me, and I was like, no way. And I
I
listened
guess
to it,
I can hear
and
it.
I was like, oh yeah, I hear what you're talking about now.
But I'm going.
I think she should be much bigger than what she is because
She
she's an
should be.
amazing
Who,
artist.
Shantae?
But
Shantae
who
Moore
should
is
be
A lot of
amazing.
people should be bigger.
Who
than
should be
what they
much
are.
bigger than they are? And I'm sorry, I'm just gonna say this, and I don't give a hell. That damn Kiki Wyatt, that's a singing chick.
Oh,
She's
Kiki
great.
Wyatt.
She's great.
Beast.
She can sing.
Oh,
Yeah.
you ain't you preaching to the choir.
Effortless.
But she's hard. But she's got issues. She's
It don't
hard.
matter.
Well, all of us
No,
got it. We
it
all
don't
got
matter.
issues.
She's hard to work
Effie,
with.
we all got pain.
She hard to work with. She
Most
gonna show
of-
up on
look,
time.
most-
She gonna want to sing.
Most of our musical geniuses, half of them were crazy. It's okay.
That's a-
Yeah.
Well, I can say I
But they
worked
were-
with her on two
but they were
separate
good on.
occasions,
They
and
were.
she was amazing.
They were easy to work with on stage.
I will tell y'all this.
And that vocal she got.
I will tell y'all
She has a
this.
gift.
If I could have been the best vocalist. If Kiki Wyatt went on stage for me, I'm leaving the set.
Before you
I'm
wanna-
leaving the set, baby.
Yeah, she's
that's
a
like
singer. She's a
that's
singer.
like that's like following somebody like an MC following Sophia or stuff like that. You just go home. This it's a wrap.
I'm
Because
gonna
this
have to
lady gonna
have-
already block it out the
Oh,
park.
it's okay.
It's a wrap. Let me go first. You know.
You know who's somebody who I've been really listening to lately? I really love her voice, and it's a song to me for anybody. I'm just going to say this: when you're going through, I want you to put this song on called "Better Days" by Leandra Johnson.
Yes.
It is such
Better
the
Days.
lyric. Better
It's
Days.
not the same Diane Reeves. Better
No,
Days, is it?
No.
This is no.
No, it's a
and
gospel.
listen to the
Okay.
lyrics.
Is this the new one that was produced by Donna Lawrence?
No, that's
No,
Hurt Me.
But
Okay.
Better Days by Leandra Johnson
She's a
is
gr-
one of
she's
the
a good
most
singer.
amazing
Speaking of that,
songs
when
I've
is,
ever heard. It
My-
just makes me cry every
What's
time I
what's
hear
your
it.
girl's name?
And
The
we-
gospel singer. When's she coming out with her album?
Oh, Melanie Daniels
Melanie.
Walker.
Yes, Melanie. When
She's
is
Right.
still,
coming out?
she's still.
We
doing
paying
stuff.
praise to all the divas tonight.
And it's been said. James Hicks has said, according to Jasmine Blue, and I've heard this too.
James
because,
Hicks?
Yes, I've heard this too because I know what's his name? Her ex-husband,
Who's ex-husband?
Shantae Moore's
Oh,
ex-husband.
Dwayne.
Kenny Lattimore.
No,
Kenny
He was
Lattimore.
here. He was here. He was in.
And
Kenny
that
Lattimore
album
from
they
La-
made together was fabulous.
Kenny
That
Lattimore
first
from
one and the
Landover, and
second
one of my children, Anthony Jones, and Kenny Lattimore grew up as best
And he
friends.
went to this church down there.
He's,
Right.
I heard him a
But-
couple weeks ago. He sounds better than ever.
Well, he's a great singer.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
phenomenal.
But Jasmine Blue said that James Hicks, we're going to blame this on James Hicks, it's Shantae Moore's attitude that holds her back.
it's a lot of people's
They say
attitude.
she's quite the full dose.
Kiki's an attitude. She got attitude.
Well, I know
All
too.
divas are.
No, they don't. Let me tell you something. Because we work with Nancy Wilson. Nancy Wilson did not.
Please. I told you about Nancy Wilson's
Yes,
story.
but I've worked with her. Nancy Wilson said, "Where you need me to be? Do you need me to drive the
She
car
was
to
drunk.
get there?" She
But
was
I
like,
feel
"Look,"
like it comes.
she said,
told you
as
about-
long-
I think when an
the only
artist,
thing she jumped on was the sound. She said, "I have to sound like Nancy Wilson."
when they
Nancy-
become a seasoned veteran, and I feel like once they've gone through things and they know what's important and they speak to it at that particular time. I think a lot of times artists, because people peg them and put them in categories so
Yeah.
long, and they fight so long to be
But
heard.
don't fight
that they
don't
get
fight the people
angry.
that are giving you
That's
business.
buying your music.
Yeah.
She was the nastiest woman I've never met.
Who?
Nancy
Who?
Wilson was
Oh,
very
did you
rude
just say
to
that?
me.
But I
She's
interviewed
very
her
rude.
once. She was so gracious. But anyway, you
And
never
can I
know when
just
you
say-
hit them too.
You never know when you hit
Before
'em.
we go,
Yeah,
I
go.
just
Come
want to
on.
say to everybody, there was a young man in our community
Yes.
that it was
Type
very
Couture.
well known. Two, that one just passed. His name was Larry, who just passed today out of Baltimore. I just got his word. He was an amazing young man that was well known in the community. And
Hey, Kevin.
everybody used to say Miss Larry, but and there's another young man, Ty Couture.
Ty Couture, also
who
known
was a
as his real name was Tyree Williams, but his blogger name, and most people knew him as a YouTuber as Ty Couture.
And he took his life.
Oh no, I did hear about that.
And I think a lot of times people who become social media
Oh,
influencers.
do we have the picture?
We have two.
This is him. And a lot of times people look at you and feel like everything is happy and your world is happy.
Was he the one that was a hairdresser?
Yes,
he and his
a
husband had a
stylist,
show?
an amazing
He's a hairstylist
stylist.
and makeup artist.
He was amazing.
Where's the partner?
Because
Because he and his partner were doing. They were doing.
He was married.
They
him and his
divorced.
partner divorced,
Oh.
and
They
then he
divorced.
was with Pastor Michael, and they broke up.
Yeah.
And
Oh, no.
he spoke openly about his bouts with depression.
Yes,
But
he
let
did.
me just say this too, everyone, when we're all going through very deep and low periods in our life, please remember to reach out to someone. Please remember there's help. Contact the suicide hotline. Call somebody. You are not alone. So, and you can look at it, a lot of us, even all of us here, and our lives are so together from what it seems, but we have moments when we are in the valley. And we have to talk about the importance of mental health and what it does to the LGBT community, and talk about how we need to support everybody. Go see Tony on all of his shows. Support him in the things he's doing. Support Swerv Magazine. If you can't support the radio, support the magazine. If you want to contribute, find ways to contribute. Donate. Become involved.
Yeah, we're gonna do a GoFundMe page.
And support the amazing things that Yarde is doing. He's an amazing, talented young man. Get behind him. Support him. Support all the things that we're doing, because when you put yourself out here in this community, a lot of times people look at us as just being this face, but they don't see that we're human.
And you become
Of
the
course.
target. You become the target for anything that everybody wants to throw at you.
I've never experienced being a target.
Well, people. I'm
just
sure
saying,
people
being a
have been
target.
not.
Oh, trust
people
me.
have not been nice to you. I'm
Oh.
sure people have
Yeah.
not been nice to you
When
I
you
don't
because
know.
of it.
when you put
Because you
yourself-
are so openly who you are. You know,
I
and
don't know
people
if people
say,
are
"Well,
not nice or not. You
Well,
know,
you
like
know-
Atlanta, I'm too busy to care.
Well, you know what? Honestly, it took me to get to 54 years old, just near 55, which says the last couple of weeks. I finally got to the point I don't give a shit.
Well, then you gotta
I
keep
do
it
not give
moving.
a shit.
And on
But
that, we gotta
what
wrap
you're
it up,
saying,
y'all.
I
We
got
gotta
what
wrap
you're
it up.
saying.
We gotta
But
wrap
it's
it up.
important, yeah. I'm just saying to everybody out there, we are not alone on this journey.
No,
we
we're
walk
not.
together and support everybody they do, and support us. Like I said, support Team Racing on YouTube.
All
I
right,
want
yo, we gotta
100.
wrap it
I
up.
want
We gotta
100
wrap it
viewers.
up.
Support us, love us.
We
love
gotta
us,
wrap
love
it
us.
up.
A lot of people don't know is that we did feature Ty in Swerve Magazine.
did?
Yes.
When?
He sent us pictures of a pair of his tuxedo underwear. It was in the Black is Black. Fall into Black.
Amazing swimmer
on my
line.
style list.
Thank y'all for supporting
here-
Swerve
yeah.
Radio
Yeah.
Thank y'all.
for this amazing journey.
We'll
we've
see
been
y'all
on.
next week.
Thank you.
All
Thanks,
right.
Teresa.
DC's #1 recording studio. Listen, vision. Listen, vision. DC's #1 recording studio.